Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nina Gervase Show. Today we're going to talk about how to say yes. Yes, and that last word is really important. Last week we talked all about how to say no, how to protect your time, how to evaluate whether or not something is good for you. But you know what? When you've decided that something is good for you and you're ready to move forward, then you have to be able to use the word and in order to put parameters around what it is that you are committing to. So I'll give you an example. I came up with two of my friends an event to help women learn how to use short-term rentals and Airbnbs to become financially independent. These are two sisters who created a company called Data Led Designs. Look them up. They're pretty darn fabulous. Little plug for them. And they already had a lot of talent and experience in the short term rental Airbnb world. I clearly come to the table with the real estate experience, and they've each used me for their real estate purchases. Now, together, the three of us are a powerhouse team that could bring tons of knowledge and information to help other women also become financially independent. I'm really loving this idea. So I was all in. However, I needed to say yes, and here is where I can commit my talents. And y'all, I am not tech savvy. I needed to say, and I am not tech savvy. So I cannot be the person who is creating the website and doing those types of things. When you say yes, using the word and to specify what you can and can't do will be so important for the outcome. It's going to be so important, not just for this event, but for everything that I do going towards my goals. When I commit to something, I need to evaluate, okay, what needs to be done? If today is a day where I need to, for the event, for example, do a lot of social media posts, I need to do a lot of marketing, promoting, and so forth. I'm really great about getting on camera. I'm really great about putting things together and doing this. And I know that I'm not going to be the most talented one to come up with, for example, the descriptions, the tags, and all the different things. So I'm going to be very happy to help promote something. I'm very happy to commit. Yes, Nina will help with marketing, and I'm not going to be the one to do all of the back end, writing and so forth. And I know that I can commit to doing other things related to this. So when I say yes, I am saying this is what I can do and this is what I can't do. That is going to not only help me, but the other people plan for how they also will be successful in coming to the event. Now, I also know that as women, we wear so many different hats. Today I got my hat on and I'm a pigtail and hat kind of girl. This is really where I belong. So, when I say women wear so many different hats, a lot of us are mothers, partners, we are in entrepreneurs, we're doing so many different things at once, students, and so forth. When we say yes, and we need to take all of that into account for how we are showing up. We need to really understand how the yes in my, for example, entrepreneur life is going to affect what I'm doing over here as a mother. Yes, I can commit to doing this event, and I still need to be available to go to my son's tennis matches. Yes, I can commit to doing this event, and I still need to have time to do all of my real estate work and those goals. So, saying yes when you wear so many different hats, you need to understand how it will affect all of those different things that you really are super involved in. My whole life revolves around right now being a mom and being an entrepreneur. I am in those two places. Of course, I am really into my health, my fitness, and helping all of you women grow in your lives. This is where I find myself going to the most. But when you give to one thing, you also need to obviously take away from something else just for that momentarily. I can't be in two places at once as much as I have tried. It's just not going to work. And y'all know that too for your lives. You can't do two things at the same time. So when you say yes, you're going to need to understand, what am I going to say yes to? When I say this yes, I'm going to admit to being able to do the following. I'm going to commit to saying, and this is the time that I'm available. And when I need to be there for my children, this is what the time commitment is going to look like, and so forth. Yes, I can do something. And here are the parameters in which I can and can't do it. Having that, oh my gosh, y'all, that's going to just save you so much angst and heartache and just like stress down the road when you think that, oh my gosh, I'm letting somebody down if I don't do this. If you didn't commit to this, if you said out loud that you were not able to do that thing, you were clear to everybody involved what you were saying yes to. So, yeah, today's a short one, but I hope it was powerful enough to give you that opportunity to say, I'm going to say yes to this. I am like passionate about it. I'm all in. I want to create this event for women, for example. I want to help women become financially independent. I want to see women become more entrepreneurs and so forth. And when my son has a tennis match, I'm going to it. And when I see that it's going to involve something that is tech savvy, that ain't me, y'all. So again, yes and is just as powerful as no, not right now. As long as you take that into your life and you start to evaluate things in that way, and you're starting to be honest with yourself and others as to what you can show up to and the talents you show up with, you will reduce your stress. You will reduce your anxiety. You will go forth with more confidence. And I venture to guess you will get more done because you're staying in that lane. So, really, that is all I have for you today. Remember that I have free journal prompts available to you in my description that will help you get clarity on the things you are so incredibly grateful for, that will help you also learn how to say, hey, I've done this really great today, and I'm looking to do this really great tomorrow. Check out those journal prompts. I really tell you, they will change your life. They have changed other people's lives. They will help you get focused and really in the moment. So, I hope you enjoyed today. And until next time, thank you so much for listening to The Nina Gervase Show.